Hello and welcome back to another Beating Every 3-star. We're back on the lists. The first one I'll be playing is Moth a 3-star by the Real Hughes Mat. Aurosa by Radius. Oh dear, this does not look good. That's stolen art as well. What an awful level this is already. That butterfly I've seen in other levels before. It's potentially free use art, but you can't really respect it too much. It's incredibly messy. I don't know how I managed to die there. I only just realised that I had low detail mode on as well, so it's even more messy. The effect in the background actually does look quite cool. The structuring's not been so bad, but look at the chains and all the blending. It just all meshes together and looks awful. I know I'm being incredibly negative towards this level. It's a very old level, so there is no offence. You have so many limitations, and this was really good in the standards of 2.0 when this came out. However, nowadays, this is abysmal, because we've seen so many other levels that are just better. This wave part's genuinely quite fun. I like mini-wave gameplay. Honestly, props to this level. It's been quite consistent. That's a really long end screen. It's stuck to the same theme throughout. We've had that butterfly that was taken from something else. The same colours. It's been constantly messy and constantly had that graph-like wavy structure thing throughout, but despite this consistency, it was a bit poo. Let's play another one from this list. I enjoyed that. Cyber Fantasy by Gohan. Nice 3D. It's correct. That's rare to see in levels of those days. I didn't realise that this was actually a structure. This is cool. I like it. There's a parallax in the background. That looks good. The old parallax, the proper parallax, none of those incredible art ones. This is a raw parallax with excellent effects. Look at this. Go is ahead of their time. I love this. The cylindrical objects don't look like cylinders, but it's pretty cool anyway. What an interesting background this is. I think it's going to be slightly off-center for you. It isn't for me. It's just the way I have to trim my videos. I'm guessing these objects in the background pulsate. I just don't have the song, so they're not doing that. Despite it being lovely seeing all these old levels, I don't think it's incredibly good for content throughout if it's constantly old levels. So if you're going to make a Moth a 3-star list, which you are more than welcome to, keep them coming, I love seeing them. Please make sure to add some 2.2 levels or late 2.1 ones, just to keep things a bit more interesting. That part was incredible. I know I said keep things interesting, do some 2.2 ones, but this is a peak level of its time. I loved it. Talking of newer levels, there was a list that I played in the previous video. I think it was this one here. It is. And I played another level by It's Kevin. So I'd like to just do this one. Energy by It's Kevin 125. I want to see how similar the style is. It isn't, but I have a feeling that it's going to become a similar style. It takes a while for the transitions to happen. I don't know why you have to stay there for so long. The 3D honestly works here. It wasn't consistent throughout the level, and the bottom blocks don't work, but I get the idea of it. Again, with the 3D, I see what they're trying to do. I just don't think they've done it too well. The parts change, which is good. However, now the 3D is going in two different directions, which just doesn't make any sense. So it's looking like we're going to have 3 parts with 15 sections, so 5 sections each. There's a nice energy. The gameplay's been relatively awkward throughout, but it has been pretty interesting, which you've got to appreciate. The colours here are really nice, actually. And the style doesn't overlap. I thought it would. It's a bit awkward having to jump without going in these. Overall, the energy of this level has been really good. I think this is my favourite level of theirs. I don't really see why this wasn't featured. I mean, I personally wouldn't have sent it for feature if I was a moderator because of the 3D. However, very cool level, very energetic, very vibrant. Cool. Ambience 2 by Mirun. Yeah, we have another old level. See, these lists do attract older levels. I want to know how to get that coin. It seems really difficult. Ah, that's how. I do like the style here. I think the lines within the invisible blocks works. And I like the shading behind the air deco. This part's really messy, and it's not clear where you're going. So you have to avoid these. I thought these bits that I'm flying across now would have been structures. Because there's so many objects around, it's really difficult to focus your attention to just one specific one. Like there, I just completely got distracted. I can see it getting really confusing for newer players, which is what 3 stars are aimed for. The energy here is honestly kind of cool, and I like the wave gameplay. The transition was pretty quick, but it wasn't too much of an issue. I like the idea. The effects are pretty out there, but they look decent. Again, another pretty quick transition. There's nice colours in this part, and the background is quite consistent with these dark blocks in front of it as well. But there is variety. I have to respect that. Another really quick transition. The blocks are just outlines now. They're completely hollow with incorrect 3D, unfortunately. Cool though. I shall come back to the lists and go here into the new ones, because I saw a couple more get rated, like Faster by FlyArcz. Really nice style, very well thought out. It's incredibly reminiscent of a platformer. Oh dear. And I really like that idea. The structuring is really nice, and I like the outlines. FlyArcz outlines are always so good. The use of scale behind these blocks is perfect. Gameplay's been really fun, and I like the shader usage. Good camera triggers. There's a nice area tint and cool use of rotations and rotating gameplay. Very well made. Nice particles. I think the background uses these swirls a bit too much. I don't think it works that well. There's a strange use of scale throughout. Apart from that, this has been really cool. Could use a little bit more air deco here, maybe in the form of some particles. But inside the blocks you can see those little tubes that look so cool. Very, very good level. Could be a bit longer, could have an end screen, could have finished a little bit smoother, but not bad. My Beautiful World by Combic. Nice parallax, not a fan of the colours so far. I have a feeling this is going to be very unconventional. The blocks are simple and very grounded, and I think that works very well. And I'm getting the theming now, despite the copy and paste, I think it looks really good. That art's incredible. The whole point of this level is to show a strange looking world. So the simple designs, the very grounded structures, and the odd colours work really well for that theme. There's a nice colour combination here. This part looks sick. I love how all of the attention is drawn to the bottom of the level. So you have an empty top and then a slightly more full middle section, and then the bottom is very clustered. It works very well. I thought you could land on that. The gameplay's getting a little bit boring. It's just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 throughout the entire thing if you listen to my click pattern. It's just a bit annoying because it just gets boring once you've died. The effects are really cool, the art's really good, the whole vibe of the level is quite eerie, and it's a very good theming. Very well executed, cool level. And for the last two levels, I will go back to lists. I've clicked on levels and we have quite a few 3 stars with my name in the title. I'm going to find something that's a bit more new, so Moffat 3-star by... No, we're not doing an XL. So maybe this one. Here we go, that's a nice new one. Moffat 3-star by Ahmed Geometry 19. Jazzy by KRBoy369. Ooh, nice effects. That looks really cool. Very good glow usage. I like the colours. I like that the blocks are less saturated but much brighter than the background. I think it works in this part too. The saw designs look a bit off, but they do kind of work with the block designs. I'm not a fan of the checkerboard background. I think they're just so overused nowadays that they just shouldn't be used anymore. Really nice style here. Everything looks a bit cartoony. It's very cleverly made. Nice use of outlines. Good colours here. Nice structuring. Everything's very square. That works nicely. With these blending effects again. Really cool. I enjoyed it. And under 10,000 objects, which isn't crazy. That's quite standard, but you have to respect decent optimization. Let's do another one on this list. Lunar Lights by Sornex. Nice atmosphere so far. Good particle usage. I know they're not actually particles, but they're fake ones. And they look good. I think this might be a slightly older Sornex level. There's very long transitions. The glow usage is nice. The colours are pretty good too. I'm waiting for a very long transition again. There we go. My recording decided it didn't want to record anymore. I'm glad that was my last level and that it was halfway through that it stopped, because I didn't really lose much. Just about 30 seconds of commentary. It was a cool level. Sorry about the random cut just into this. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.